AI agents have been taking the crypto space by storm recently, with a lot of them going up 10 or 20x in the last couple weeks alone. And while we did have a big dip in these coins and other altcoins in the last day or so, I don't think this is a narrative that's going to go away anytime soon. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about a few picks that I think can do well and that might be good to look at on this dip. And then I'll also talk to you, of course, about Bitcoin and the other altcoin markets and give you an update on Peaq. I'll talk about 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗺𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀 meme coin. And so go ahead and like and subscribe, and welcome to the channel if you're new here. My goal is to help you make the most money possible and crush this bull market, because I think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity here. And if we play it right, that we can get some generational type gains here. So let's get started here with Bitcoin. And so looking at Bitcoin here, we can see that it's down to 97K. We broke through the 100K barrier a few days ago and went clear up to about 103K, and then went back down to 100. And we also had a flash crash a couple days ago that basically where Bitcoin went down to 92,000 really fast and then went back up. And this was caused by liquidations from people that were leverage trading. And so don't leverage trade unless you know what you're doing, because that's an easy way to get wrecked in this market. But as we can see, we're still off of the pace, and if we finish this month not very strong, then it would be not typical for Bitcoin, because usually December is one of the strongest months. And so you can see here that we're at about only 2% gain so far for December. And to get back up to where we were in other election years, we would need to go up at least another 25, 28%. And so for me, I think looking at these historical numbers is one of the better things to pay attention to when we're looking at where the price could go. And although it's hard when these crashes happen, and this is kind of mild, but a lot of the altcoins are getting wrecked a lot worse than Bitcoin, which tends to happen. But if you just zoom out from this day-to-day price action, there's a lot of bullish things for Bitcoin. We have Microsoft they're going to vote about adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. And then you have Amazon talking about that as well. And once this happens, then other companies will follow. And you have Michael Saylor too, who's just bought more Bitcoin. And he was heavily criticized for adding Bitcoin to his company's balance sheet. And now MicroStrategy, his company, is one of the best performing companies in the past year. And so he's actually pitching other companies that they need to do this so they don't get left behind. And then speaking of 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, he has a meme coin update too. So he says, I've been going hard, taking a break this weekend. Video drops tomorrow, that would be Monday today. I haven't seen it drop yet, but he does say he's going to do the stream tonight, where he's going to flash the URL that you can try and win an allocation to on the screen during this stream. And the first one that gets in there and puts their wallet address in there is going to win one of these ciphers, and which could potentially be over $100,000 once his meme coin launches. And then I mentioned also that he's doing those smaller allocations that could be worth 5 figures. And so he'll be doing things here and there on YouTube and Twitter, where the first person to reply or solve a cipher or whatever he's doing can get some of those allocations too. So something to be tuned into if you're interested in that. And then quick update on Peaq, which I talked about a couple of videos ago, and I talked about it at 39 cents, and we went clear up to about 69 cents. And now we're correcting here back around 55 cents. But I'm still bullish on this, and I think this is a good place to add when get these down days, if you have a lot of conviction again. So as you can see, here's the Peaq website, and they show all the people that are building on Peaq, and they have just a huge amount of people building, and so I think this could be a really good one for some big gains going forward. But let's get into some of these AI agent coins to take a look at here. And the big one, the main one, is the 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁𝗲𝗀, and this is the one that kind of started this whole craze. And as you can see here in this Cointelegraph article, to get to know what this is, this is the token that kicked off the AI meme coin revival and put autonomous agents on the map. The story is insane. An AI dev spun up an autonomous agent on X terminal of truths, which then started posting uncensored madness for all to see. Soon, legendary crypto VC Marc Andreessen donated $50,000 to the bot in BTC, which it quickly began trading in hopes of becoming a truly independent being. TOT then began shilling GOAT, a pump fund token based on its 𝗧𝗶𝗺�00𝗪 pseudo-religion, and then things got wild. GOAT pumped by 7,000% in less than a week, making Truth Terminal the first millionaire AI agent, attracting even mainstream attention, and sending GOAT briefly past 1 billion market cap. And so this is again the one that started it all. And so if you're looking at AI agents and diversifying into this craze, which I'm looking at right now, this is where you want to start, in my opinion, because this GOAT is, because it's the OG, it's basically going to do similar gains to the whole AI agent market. It's basically like what Bitcoin is to altcoins. This GOAT is going to be to these other AI agents and these other protocols that develop AI agents. And so if you're looking at this, I would say start with this one. And if you don't want to dive any deeper, this is a good one to buy into if you're interested. And again, it's on a big dip right now. It went well over $1, and now it's back in this low 60 range, dipping down into the 50 cents range. This has potential too, because it's not listed on Coinbase or Robinhood yet. And so once that gets listed, that could pump the price as well. And then another one just to mention here is 𝗥𝗶𝗃, which was created on the virtual protocol. And this is basically an influencer that tweets about this alpha and then has a lot of facts and numbers to back up what it's saying. And it kind of talks about the trends and things that are going on. And so I look at this one quite a bit just to get information on potential alpha. And so it really does have some good information here, and it's just posting this autonomously as a AI agent. And so you can see here that it actually talked about DOG, which is a coin that I've talked about a lot on this channel, meme coin, and saying that it's had these gains lately, and that this narrative of meme coins on Bitcoin is playing out. And that's what I've been saying as well. So cool to see that on talking about DOG, and I think that's a good place to get alpha as well. But this was created on Virtual's protocol, which is basically like infrastructure. And so there's a lot of these infrastructure plays coming out that are creating these agents like 𝗥𝗶𝗃. And so if you look at Virtual, you can see that it's a place to create and co-own AI agents. And then we see this tweet from 𝗏𝗏𝗏 talking about AI agents. It says, most AI agents we've seen so far are designed solely for communication, but this virtual protocol changes that. Their AI agents are independent in their planning, able to communicate via text, speech, and animation, operate across platforms like X, Telegram, and collaborate with other agents to achieve common goals. So that's another thing that these AI agents do, is they're able to communicate with other AI agents, and they're basically specialized. So when they communicate, they can kind of take these other agents' specializations and learn from them. And so they're continuously learning and getting better at what they do. And if you're wanting to create your own AI agent, you just need to get virtual tokens and then set up an account on Virtuals. And then just a few clicks, you can actually create your own agent and set it up. So that's pretty cool too. And the next one I'll mention here is this AI16Z. which is an AI that's basically mimicking trader Marc Andreessen, who has an AI-16 fund, and it's basically implementing some of his strategies and trying to grow this portfolio of these AI agent meme coins. And so that's another one that's interesting. And this also operates on a system called ELIZA OS. And as you can see here, ELIZA has exploded in popularity, becoming the #2 trending repo on GitHub, with developers continuing to expand it. So you can build different things on here, and it's the slightly different, the first AI hedge fund set up as an investment DAO to try and beat AI-16 with decisions led by an AI version, which I mentioned, of 𝗵𝗵𝗲𝗀 built using ELIZA. So those are some of the individual agents, but if you want to get in on the more of the infrastructure play, of course there's that virtuals, and then another one that I'm looking at is 𝗏𝗏𝗏, which does something kind of similar. And you can see some of the things that it has here. This baby degen trades autonomously in DeFi, trades prediction markets, and you have things like this one shorts that enters short or has entire short films generated by AI agents, prediction markets, and things like that. So this 𝗏𝗏𝗏 already has a bunch of these AI agents functioning, and you can go there and learn more about that if you're interested. There's developers building on it, and they make it easy to make your own AI agent if you're a developer. And so unlike some of these other plays, Autoloss hasn't really taken off with this craze as much. You can see that it's starting to uptick here a little bit. And so I think this could be a better play to look at if you're looking for something that hasn't run up yet, but has some good momentum here. They've also been around since last year, since last 2023 in July. And so this isn't just kind of a, scam type of token that's just coming up to try and capitalize on this narrative. They've actually been building this for a while, which I like as well. And I know you guys like the degen plays, so I'm bringing you one here too. And this one is called Agents AI. And as you can see, it's only a $7 million market cap. So be careful with this one, guys. Anything under 10 million, again, extremely risky. And so what I did with this one is I just put like super small amount, just like $10. And I might add more to it. But that's the thing, is you don't have to put all your money in at once. You can slowly just dollar cost average into something and then kind of see where it goes. And so that's my strategy with a lot of these lower cap plays. And I'm just basically, when I do this, I'm just writing it off and say, you know what, I'm probably going to lose this $10 or $20 that I'm putting in here, but I could easily get a 10x on it, which is not bad if this thing takes off, So you don't have to bet a lot, and you can still get big gains. So that's what I'm doing with this one. But this one is interesting to me because, as it says here on their website, AI agents were limited until now. Now you can deploy autonomous agents in seconds, personalize, scale, and adapt in real time. We're here to help you unlock intelligent automation. This is the new era of AI. And so with this, you can access thousands of AI agents, create, customize, and unleash intelligent characters with AI agents. And then you can see here what they'll do. They'll develop dedicated AI moderation bot for your agent, designed to actively engage and manage your community. And then your AI agent will handle content creation and posting across social networks, keeping your audience engaged effortlessly. So again, super risky, but this actually launched on 𝗧𝗏𝗏, which they do their due diligence in researching people that launch. And that's not saying that this can go to zero. Like, I just assume, as I said, that it will go to zero. But if you want to take a bet on that and just put a small amount of money in, you could do that too. And then basedAI is in on this narrative too. And basedAI is a coin that I mentioned in a lot of my videos. I'm very bullish on them. And they're actually doing something like this with AI agents. but it actually has even more potential than these AI agents based on some of these things that I've been looking at. So as you can see, and I'll link this thread in the description because this is a really good thread on what these agents are, and they're actually called creatures. That's what Based has called their version of it. So in this tweet, this 𝗏𝗏𝗏 says that the Get basedAI team gave intelligence and AI capabilities to this form of artificial living organism. Each calls in basedAI network. And so it has its own memory. It can access APIs like OpenAI and Claude. And it interacts with neighboring cells, forming a computer interconnected network. And calls now can communicate, or cells can communicate, adapt, and learn collectively. So it's like a living, breathing grid of intelligence that evolves over time. And then how it's different from AI agents. He says, unlike most agents, which are optimized for one specific parameter, these cells operate across multi-dimensional space called thought DNA. And each dimension adds a layer of complexity, making the environment rich and dynamic, more like a living ecosystem rather than a static system. And then this is where it really gets wild. So according to Based Labs, these creatures showed signs of genuine evolution after running for extended periods of testing. So the cells learned from one another, their influence grew in the system, and behaviors that were never explicitly programmed emerged, becoming increasingly sophisticated. And he goes in to give a couple examples of where this happened with Based. So this is another AI agent play with basedAI, and this is one of my most highest conviction plays. So they actually have a meme coin too that the same team is done called 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗀 which I'm also bullish on. So that's a quick introduction to these AI agents and why I'm bullish on them. Check the links in the description for sign up to where you can buy a lot of these coins that I've mentioned on this channel. And thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're weathering this storm that we've had with this crypto dip and looking at as an opportunity to dollar cost average in more. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.